The Israelites, the ancient Hebrews, when they came out of Egypt, they passed through the wilderness. In the wilderness, they received the Torah. And part of what they were commanded to do was to build a tabernacle, a mishkan, a place of dwelling for the Almighty. This was to become a prototype for the future temple. It is designed similarly to the temple. There was something that they could put together and take apart and carry it with them. It's known as the Mishkan, the tabernacle. And part of the tabernacle included the work of the high priest. The high priest, who was the head of all the priests, and he had special duties to perform in a special uniform, a garment of his own, and on his garment included a breastplate. And on this breastplate, there were embedded 12 precious stones, one stone for each tribe. And the stones were in 4 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3, and then again 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 times 12. 12 stones for 12 tribes. Now, a lot of work has been done over the years, different commentators and opinions concerning which stones belong to which tribes and how we link them up, how we may link up and the stones to the tribes and identify the stones. So we have also looked at this, and we follow the Midrash Rabbah, and we find that we find that the conclusions reached there in Midrash Rabbah are compatible to our own researches. And at all events, it's somewhere to begin with. So it's as good as any. It's an authority as good as any to begin with the start and inquiries on this matter. In Exodus 28 verse 15, it says, "You shall make a breastpiece of judgment, the work of skilled embroiderers, like the work of the ephod. You shall make it of gold, of violet, purple, and scarlet material, and fine twisted linen. You shall make it. It shall be square and folded double, a span in length and a span in breadth." And it wasn't very large. So the stones too did not have to be very large ones. There were 4 rows, 3 stones in each row. The first stone was Odom. The word Odom in Hebrew means red. Odom is identified with the tribe of Reuben. Reuben was the firstborn son. His stone was Odom. Odom means red, and his stone was and in English, ruby, that is the name of Odom in English, is the ruby stone, a red stone. It's short for Reuben. This is maybe considered a coincidence, because the nickname ruby for the ruby stone is due to its red color. The next stone was the pitted. It was a greenish stone we identified with emerald, and it was associated with the tribe of Simeon in Hebrew. After that we had the bariket stone, the flashing stone, was white, black and red, type of garnet, spessartine. There are stones like that, and that may have been the type of stone that it was. In the second row we have the Nophic stone, associated with Judah. It's possibly a sky blue garnet, not the Nophic stone Yehuda. After that we have the sapphire stone, a type of sapphire, was a very dark blue sapphire, associated with Issachar, the tribe of Issachar. And then we had the Yahalom, which was a diamond. A diamond is white or translucent white. And the Yahalom is associated with the tribe of Zebulun. And then we come to the third row. The third row, Leshem, the Leshem stone, was orange, probably orange yellow or yellow, possibly similar to Baltic amber. We identify it with the amber stone, and it pertains to the tribe of. Then we have the Shevo stone, a mauve pinkish color, associated with the tribe of Gad, possibly a type of amethyst. And then we have the Oklama stone, the greyish blue, more grey than blue, but in that of that type, possibly a type of agate stone. It pertained to the tribe of Naphtali. In the fourth row, we had the Tarshish stone. The Tarshish stone, possibly a sea green colour, like an apatite stone. It's a type of stone called an apatite. Some of which have a distinctive sea green colour, bluish green, more green than actually more blue than green, but something like that. And that was associated with the tribe of Asher. Following that, we had the Shoham stone. The Shoham stone was black, deep black. It has been identified with the onyx, or something like the onyx stone, and it pertained to the tribe of Joseph, of Joseph. And after that we have the Yashpe stone. The Yashpe stone is identified with a jasper gem, a type of jasper gem, and it had all the colours of the rainbow, and it pertained to the tribe of Benjamin.